Dan Moskal here, and in this video we're going to look at some email marketing. We're going to create a message, insert a message into our follow-up sequence, and go through just a couple of the other tips and kind of schedule when this message is sent. Um, I always recommend that you create your email message in some sort of other document, like text, and then paste it in. So we're going to look at Aweber, and we're not going to create a broadcast. A broadcast, there's not a huge difference, but we want this to be in our follow-up sequence. So this automatically is sent to people, and we don't, if you create a broadcast, it's just a one-time send, if that makes sense. So that's our follow-up series, and we're going to create a follow-up. And the reason you want to write your message in another document is because you need to, once you paste your message in, then you go through and kind of bold or underline, add the different formatting options. So we're going to use just a plain template. We're going to keep this easy. And there's some other tricks to this trade. The best way to, you really need to preview your message both on a desktop and then also on your phone, and we're going to look at that in a second. So here's the plan though. We are telling folks about a new article at our website about how does search engine optimization work. We actually spoke to a human reviewer who gave us kind of an inside story on what the human reviewers are looking at. I heard human reviewers helped search engines and rank different websites probably 5-6 years ago, and I personally believe that the influence of human reviewers is only increasing importance. It gets rid of spammy websites. It gets rid of websites that aren't well maintained. It's a smart thing to do, which is kind of funny if you think about SEO and search engines from day one, way back when. So here, we're going to do this first. The subject here, this is the subject line of your email. We're going to say an insiders tips to SEO. What reviewers look for. I would encourage you to experiment with different things, capitalizing or lowercase, or putting video at the front. Experiment with different things because you'll be able to see what gets opened. And the very first goal, if you think about email marketing from a general and a big picture perspective, you're literally walking up and knocking on people's door. You want them to open the door and open your email so they can hear your message and read your message. You got to get through and get your mail delivered and get your message to people in order for your message to really do anything. So here we're going to change the style and the size and stuff. We're going to use Helvetica, and we're going to change the size. We're going to go ahead and just do 15 because it's a little bit bigger, and I just like it a little bit better. So we're going to change a little bit of the formatting here quickly. We're going to bold this and italicize. These human reviewers visit dozens of websites and rate them based on a variety of indicators, including, and this is what we're going to do, we're going to make all this italic, and then it's important to have a couple different call to actions. And what I mean by a call to action, right here, go now for full article. Go read the full article. And we're going to link this. You just paste in your link, and it's going to validate it. And we're going to actually change, just make it italics. And then we're going to bold this. We actually spoke with a former reviewer recently. Actually spoke with Bold now. You want to bold, and it's the same idea with writing your website content with your email. You want to make it easy for people to read it and engaging to people. And it's good to have a bunch of spaces, more white space, and kind of utilize and make it pretty, which is one of the things that search engines look at and human reviewers look at when determining the quality of your site. We're going to go ahead and italicize these, and we might be going a little overboard with all this stuff, but it's actually worth it, and I encourage you to spend at least a moment, because you'll see that your clicks will often increase when you do take a minute to bold, highlight, add italics to things. Don't spend hours, but it's worth doing a little bit. And then it just won't work. It just won't work if it doesn't pass the human test. Many savvy marketers will tell you, you have to ask a few times whether it's one message or following up even with people, not just necessarily a message. And I personally like to use or include the URLs, and this is actually kind of a ton of URLs. We're actually going to leave these. We'll just leave that one in, and we're going to take this one off. We did a live SEO training event with a Google Plus Hangouts just this past weekend, which was really cool. And if you want to check out the replay, check out the replay here. We'll highlight that and link that. And occasionally the formatting might change, or you might have to mess around with it just slightly. So this is our message. We like our message, and it's always good to say thank you at the end of it. If like we ended ours with, and thank you for all your awesome support, because we are thankful, we are grateful. So this is what we need to do in order to test and get a preview of it. Hit test, and then you can type your own email address in there if you're using Aweber. And like I said, I strongly suggest that you check this out on your phone and make sure your links are actually working, like they take you to the correct page. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and, I always review it, but we're going to go ahead and schedule this for this. And then you can have a send window. This is going to dictate what time and what days this message would go out on. We're cool with every day, but we want it to be sent out sometime between 9 a.m. and noon. From watching people over the years, I suspect that most emails are opened around that 10 to 11, 12 o'clock time period. And that's a good way to figure out good tips with email marketing, is look at who's doing it well. And borrow things. Don't copy, but borrow. So as you can see, this email, Insider Tips to SEO, what reviewers look for, is sent every day, one day after this previous message. Are you using YouTube? Here's your open percentage, and you can get some more percentages and stuff. So that's really it. I'm going to talk some more about a whole bunch of other things. Check out some other YouTube videos on Dan Moskal. Also, please come over here and visit danmoskaluniversity.com. We're currently offering a totally 100% free report about email marketing and a strategy guide. You can also check out this article, of course. And then we did this live SEO training event the other day, which was really cool. I really had a good time with it, and it's using Google Plus Hangouts. We're still learning that, but we'll share some more about Google Plus Hangouts here in the future. If you have any specific questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below, and please have a great afternoon. Please like this video and share it with any friends, family, or colleagues. Have a wonderful afternoon.